Welcome back to the channel, guys.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. This is day 2 of the youth hunt here in Oklahoma. Ransom is killing a little bit of time before the hunt this evening. We are still here hanging out with Stoked Living and some of the other guys. And tonight's the night though, Ransom, I feel it. I think you're gonna get one. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he said. Well, you're gonna be following along with Cassie and him. I'll be taking Ranger as we go out and hunt. So come along and wish us luck.
See, I kissed him.
What'd you get, Ransom?
Bass, I think.
Oh, that's a warm-up for what you're gonna catch later, right?
Sure.
Hey, let me get it off of there so you don't smell like fish.
Oh, your dad caught that for you, didn't he?
Wait. No.
You got that all by yourself?
All right, we're back at it, aren't we, Ranger?
Mm-hmm.
Same stand. We thought we'd give it another try this evening, and gonna see if we can see anything. All right, it's 6 o'clock. Getting closer to time for deer to start coming in. Me. 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 Oh, buddy. Ranger, what happened? Huh?
He ran away.
Did you not get the shot you wanted? Hey, that's okay. As long as we're hunting, okay? He was pretty, wasn't he? We got 2 skunks right out in front of us. That ain't good, Ransom. We just had another buck right in front of us, but he spotted us and took off. Now we just gotta keep from getting sprayed by the skunks.
Those trackers?
Yeah.
So even though we didn't get a deer, Ransom, you still get to eat deer meat, don't you? You have to tell Philip thank you.
That's real good deer meat.
That's how he's supposed
Billy Willie!
Moorhead Homestead left, but forgot his snack, so that's what our side dish is.
He's so generous. Everybody loves Bo.
to. Yeah. Bo always contributes.
Yep. Even when he's not here.
Yeah.
If you're on her. Get behind her shoulder. It's okay. It's okay. You can't get her. You see her? She's gone. She's gone. was just the next morning, and we saw a couple, didn't we, Ranger? They were right down there. But never got a shot at anything, so still waiting.
Well, we're back at camp. Got my coffee. Just had a breakfast burrito. And this morning, we saw 8 does and a massive buck. You going to verify or tell them I'm lying?
I didn't see it. You saw it. All I can see is deer down here.
I know. We got more people on the board. But Ransom got on the doe. I was trying to video it and look through the binoculars. I hadn't even looked. It's probably terrible footage, but he started shaking so bad. We call that buck fever. Got that out of his system. He couldn't get it done. Then I saw a giant in the tree line, like massive buck. But it left before Ransom could get his gun on it. Plus, it's really hard to get your scope in a tree line for a young kid. Hope had some, but Dutch messed it up. He was roasting marshmallows or something.
I kept getting text messages saying that you guys kept missing deer over there. Pow, pow, pow. Is someone gonna hit one or what? Well, it ended up being Brandon. His boy killed 2 of them.
Yep. So he got him a doe and a buck. And he reached his limit. So we'll head down here and check that out. All right. Well, Layton's got a nice one here.
Yep.
So good job, buddy.
Thank you.
He's done something I've never done. Get 2 of them in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So for youth, the limit is a buck and a doe, or antlered and antlerless.
Yes.
So he got his limit in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, he sure did. And I just went and verified I knew I was right, but we're on a different reservation than the Chickasaw Nation, which back in July they made a compact to where we can hunt all reservations, all 5 recognized tribes. So
Yeah.
we're good on that part. We get them checked in and we're good to go. So
Yep. That's awesome.
it's been a great weekend for sure.
We've had a lot of fun.
Yes, we have.
Ransom had some opportunities this morning,
Yeah.
but we're learning and growing, aren't we?
So we had a blast. You guys can see we have a lot of cleanup, a lot of work to do to wash hunting clothes, wash sleeping bags, wash clothes, put up tents and all that jazz. Brandon is leaving successfully with some deer. Hunter, Philip got deer. Today we saw lots of deer. Ranger could have got a spike. He decided to let it pass because this is the very beginning of hunting season and he'll have more opportunities to go. But it was an awesome experience. Probably the most valuable thing is spending time together as a family and spending time together with friends. So Ransom, he's over here in charge of the trailer crank. He got her cranked all the way up. Good job, buddy.
The bulb was over here and I had to push the tree.
You had to push the trailer?
Yeah.
Well, you're a pro, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ransom's, well, maybe he's semi-pro.
Yeah.
Hey, tell us about that biggest deer that came up today.
Oh yeah.
How big was it?
Big.
Really big? All right, watch out. I'm gonna pop this in, okay? There we go. All right, well, we're gonna get finished hooking up here and finish loading up. All right, we're all loaded up. Cassie, did you have fun?
A blast. I like stuff like this. Bo, I guess, is gonna sleep another night.
Yeah, Bo, he'll be back later, and he likes to look at the stars at night. He really doesn't want any kind of rain cover. He just, you know, looks up in the air, enjoys the 40 degrees, and that's Bo.
That's Bo for you.
Derek, did you sleep good in your tent?
First night, no. Second night, man, I slept like a baby.
That's
man.
that's the way I am. Even in the bus without any heat, I slept like a baby last night.
If you ever go camping and you just go one night, it's gonna be a miserable experience. You got to at least go two, and you think, all right, yeah, I can survive.
Yeah, you get so tired after that first night. The second night, you don't do anything but sleep.
So if you're new to camping, go at least 2 to 3 nights. By the end of it, you're gonna be tired and everything like that, but you're gonna really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Is this what Stoked Living brought for us to use the bathroom?
That's right.
Dig your own
little
hole.
hidey hole down in there. Make your deposit and just roll on.
Kids,
Add a little fertilizer.
Dora
right.
Explore, and they really laugh at that.
Got your own little compost pile over there.
Well, we said it on our last video, but again, a big thanks to Derek from Stoked Living for having us out and making
Thank
memories.
you for you guys. I mean, if you guys didn't show up, then this stuff wouldn't happen. You know. It's fun with me and Philip, but it's a lot of fun when you get a bunch of kids out here and they get to enjoy this and just the fellowship with each other.
They're going to be blowing dirt out of their nose for a week.
Well,
it's crazy how dusty.
You have 4 bees on you right now.
and you know, all those big bucks that were seen this weekend but didn't get put down, you know they're going to grow throughout the week. Every time they tell a story,
Oh yeah, they're growing in their mind.
oh yeah, they're getting a little bit bigger until next year.
Pointer.
Yeah, yeah. What did Ransom say? A 21 pointer.
21.
It was coming up, and he's going 20 pointer, 20 pointer, 20 pointer.
Oh, man.
A little buck fever involved there, so well, it's time to go home and clean up, and we'll catch up with the animals and everything back at the house.
Yeah.
But a
All
big
good
thanks
things
again
must come
to
to an
Derek. Yep, all good things must come to an end, so we'll catch up with you guys back at the house. So Cassie, you're gonna go pick up Mazzy.
Yep.
Mazzy has been with Cassie's sister the last couple days and has been loving every minute of it, I have a feeling.
Oh, yeah. And probably take Ransom out to my dad's tonight and go out there and one last chance at the youth rifle. And depending on what footage Gary put and then my stories and stuff, just remember we're hunting with children.
Yeah.
And there were several, like Ranger had a shot at a buck. He didn't feel good about it and he didn't want to rush it. So it stopped. Gary got to stop for a second.
I got it to stop for 3 seconds,
Yeah.
which if you're an experienced hunter, you're following that deer the whole time, and once it stops, you're ready to take a shot. But he didn't want to rush it, and
Yeah.
it's just patience.
And then Ransom got on does 3 different times. One, he was on it and could have done it. He was shaking so bad, that's what we call buck fever. And then we saw a huge buck, but he was in the tree line, and that's hard for an 8-year-old to navigate. So we're learning lots of lessons, but we're also making a lot of memories. And when you're hunting with children, it just changes the whole deal. And this is youth rifle, so only, 18 and under, I guess, can hunt. And when I saw that massive buck, I could have easily taken him myself, but can't do that. So
But rules the rules.
it is what it is.
Bella would be out there chasing him if she could. All right, well, we're going to start getting cleaned up. We've got a lot of stuff to
A
unload.
lot of laundry coming out of that thing because everything is dusty and dirty.
Yeah.
Put it up clean.
We have been so dry. So now's a good time to wash all the camping blankets, wash all the camping sleeping bags,
Yep.
and stuff like that. So we'll get it all cleaned
Bella.
and put away.
But also, I don't know about Gary, but I had an absolute blast. That was so much fun. I'm so glad we have the Schoolie to do these things. And thank you so much to Derek over at Stoked Living. We've talked to him on here about him before. He's been our friend since childhood. But so awesome that he allowed us to come out And free range, no matter the size of the buck or what it was. We had no limits, just have fun and do your thing, and it was a blast. So we have changed locations a little bit. This is Saturday evening hunt. So we're at Papa Gary's, and we're hunting out on the corn at his house. You can do that in Oklahoma. And the reason we came here was Derek offered and told us we could stay as long as we wanted, but here the deer come in and they stay a while eating on the corn, and they feel super comfortable in here. We're also, I'll help you in just a second, bub. I'm talking too much? Okay, I'll hurry. But also they feel comfortable and safe in here, so they come in and they stay a while. So my dad has made this little shooting house for us. We're gonna get it all set up and ready to go. Ransom excited.
So Cassie's back from hunting with Ransom, and
Saw zero.
0 deer.
Lots of memories made though.
Well, that's a part of hunting though. The boys have to learn that. It's really, really exciting when you see those deer, and when you, especially when you see that big buck, because it doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah, so deer have patterns. They go and eat at certain places at certain times. They go and drink. They go and do this. But anything messes up that pattern, when they're on their way, that throws their whole day off, you know? So you go out there and set once, may or may not be on that pattern day, and you just got to be consistent and it'll work out.
And there is some luck involved. So
oh, absolutely.
It's not all skill with hunting. Now, taking the skilled shot or taking the skilled, you know, there's some skill involved, but the actual hunting part, what you see, what you don't see, there is some luck involved, not completely.
Yeah, because with Ransom the other day, had he been skilled and experienced, we could have got several deer. But his lack of skill and his lack of inexperience, he wasn't able to get it up in time, or he learned if they're looking at you, don't move. When they put their head down, that's when you get up and ready. But then he could have got that doe, but he was just shaking, and then she left. So it's all with experience on those things, and then some luck involved that they come past you. So he'll get there. It's youth hunt for a reason. That's when they learn, and we sit there and think, oh my goodness, I wish I could do this
well
for you.
And it's really awesome the state or the wildlife department lets the kids go out and do that, because like Cassie said, the chances are lower for them just because of their experience. So they get an increased chance because the deer are fresh. They haven't been scared, they haven't been ran out, they haven't been
bow
shot
season has started, but like Gary said, not a lot of bow hunters are out right now, but plus they haven't been scared with rifle and things like that, so it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and show you while we're here back at the house, the Schoolie, and maybe Cassie can tell you what she's going to do different next time or what worked well. But it was a mess. If you caught us over on Catching Up with the Walkers, you saw that we had to air our dirty laundry out and get everything clean. But I think we're back to normal almost.
Yeah, so it was very dusty because of this drought that we're in. So we basically had to clean everything. And then kids and us tracked in a lot of leaves and grass and dirt. So getting that cleaned up, but very happy with basically everything. Someone commented on a Facebook reel, what 1980s something did you get those couches out?
Oh, these?
I'm like, those are called pontoon boat seats.
Yeah, and they are working really well because, like right now, we can keep our window shades in there. We know exactly where they're at for storage. Those are the shades that go across the front. I think in this one we have our blow-up mattress. Yeah, that goes right in the middle.
Yeah, and the boys liked sleeping on them. The only complaint was when we didn't have the heater going that they got cold. So they Ranger put a blanket down and then laid on it. So that was their only complaint, is they got a little cold. But Ranger said the pontoon boat seats are more comfortable than the blow-up mattress.
So he prefers that over the thick blow-up mattress. And we are going to run the buddy heater. So on our last Walker Farm Fan video, you saw that we had the carbon monoxide detector. And people tell me this needs to be at the bottom of the thing. Well, this is an all-in-one smoke, fire, carbon. And the instructions say, put it at eye level. Cassie, you want to stand over there by it? This is what the directions on the package say. Eye level.
Can't win for losing, because we always do something wrong.
But the good thing is it worked. It worked when it needed to work. And the goal is for it to go off before the carbon levels ever get dangerous. And so it actually did go off before it ever got dangerous. And we were able to turn the heater off and get back to our sleeping eventually.
You see what my shirt says?
I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right. Cassie's always right. Don't argue with her.
A subscriber sent this in the mail because I always tell Gary, like, you know, they said this, but I told him why they were wrong. And he's like, I wouldn't argue with people. I'm like, I'm not. I'm just telling them why they're wrong. So, same thing right here. We did what the instructions say.
But speaking of things that did work right, so our power banks are doing awesome working as they're connected into power. We can run our lights and everything. We're super happy with that. One thing we might do in the future is build out a little mattress right here, just so we don't have to...
Like a loft bed.
Yeah, like a loft bed, like up about this high. And that way we could have one more place for Mazzy or Ranger or Ransom to sleep, and we wouldn't have to block the aisle, because that was one thing we learned. We didn't like the aisle blocked in the early morning because Cassie and I wanted to go outside and drink coffee, and the kids were still wanting to sleep.
Yeah.
And so that would kind of blocked our path.
So if we did the loft bed, when all the kids are with us, then Ranger or someone could sleep there. But then if they brought a friend, we would still have this option if needed. And then the blackout curtains worked fantastic. We left the ones up front on the whole time we were camping instead of taking it up and down. But we would either take off, as you see this first one, put the window down and you get some airflow, or when we were camping at the lake, I even dropped these halfway for a little more light. But at deer camp, we didn't spend much time in here at all. We sat outside and stuff, so we just dropped those. And then, as I've said, when you drive, you use your outside mirrors and all that, so not all of these have to be taken down. So once you put them up, they stay there, but then you want some light, you just drop them. Yep,
super handy. The magnets, the blinds, the beds that we have in the back, all of that is going to be in our Amazon store. I'll try to leave that link in the description. This is not, it came from Harbor Freight, but it has worked out really well too, being able to lock it and keeping a few things in here.
Like Ransom found some treasures at the lake.
Yep, rock collection going on there, some tools and bug spray. So anything that we can leave in here whenever we're not using it, we're going to leave in here, because then that's that much less to pack when we get ready to go.
Yeah, the key hangs right here. When we're going to be in motion, we lock it so that these can't open. It's also held with a ratchet strap so that it can't roll around when we're in motion. So over here, I used the microwave to warm up. Ransom has a stuffy that has these warm beads inside that he wanted. So I used it on that, but that's the only time I've used it.
Yeah, I used it to heat up some leftover cheese pizza for Mazzy whenever we were camping at the lake. So it is nice to have.
It's strapped down for when in motion. The fridge, right now we have them...
Have the doors propped open.
Doors propped, so, you know, a closed fridge starts stinking.
Yeah.
But we had to use this at deer camp when Bo brought some stuff for breakfast. We didn't have enough room in our electric ice chest thing, but they have straps for when in motion. Gary did it like this, and it's working great.
And the bed's worked out great back here.
Yeah, it's getting light.
Yeah, oh, we're fine. It's getting kind of dark, but the bed's worked out great. If you guys saw in the video, those are fully functional,
yeah,
and I slept good.
Some people didn't understand why we pack them back up, but that's where, like, when we got to deer camp, we got out our chairs and our hunting supplies and all that. So the beds were down, it was fine. But then when it's time to go, we need to put all of our stuff back there for travel and keep it back there. Plus, I don't want the beds down all the time. That kind of, for some reason, kind of grosses me out when I'd rather them be packed up and covered for
packed up with a cover on them, keeps dust off, keeps potential bugs out, and that gives us like a 4 or 5 foot by like 6 foot storage area for any kind of gear that we need to take along. So we are super, super happy with everything on the Schoolie. There are some little things we're going to change in the bathroom that's just like shelving and stuff.
It's dark in here.
Yeah.
But super happy with the bathroom. People still mouthing my toilet, but it worked fantastic for what we wanted. The other tent campers had to go in the woods. Did Cassie? Nope.
So
but we definitely want some storage and things like that. But I'm really glad we waited till we took it out, because now we know exactly what we want in there and need and don't need. But is there anything we did that I absolutely hate? No. Are there things that we need to add? Minimal. Because glorified tent. And we keep wanting to name this, and I think I just want to call it the glorified tent.
the glorified tent. There you go.
Someone said, "Where's your shower?" I said, "Do you shower in a tent?"
Well, that's the thing. Also, just being able to pack it up, drive it away was really awesome. And I know this isn't going to work for everybody. There's some people that want to stay much longer times, extended periods in their camper. You need a real camper for that.
And if you're hours away from your house, you're going to need more things. So far, the longest we've been away from our house is 10 minutes.
Yeah. And, you know, we will travel a little bit further away, but not for very long, because we have animals, and our animals need us. And if you guys missed it over on Catching Up with the Walkers, one of our animals is no longer in a small pen. She is out in the pasture to roam as she pleases. We'll go show you.
Wide open spaces.
We'll go show you that real quick
People
before
like my singing on the other video.
we end the video. Cassie's singing is
no Mazzy
awesome.
Singing, but...
Look at all the wide open
Even
brown,
this wide open pasture, she's coming right to us.
brown grass that she has.
Hi, baby. Oh, you're so friendly.
First one to walk up. Oh.
Hi, sis. Loretta was the second. She really wants to be our friend, but she's still just a little skeptical. We won't rush her.
She let me pet on her a little bit. Hey, Dolly. Dolly,
She
the
really
pocket
just
donkey.
wants a treat.
Yeah.
Hi, sis. You did a good job here.
Yep.
Hi, Faith.
June has been a great mama. Now we know what a good, healthy baby looks like. We know what a good mama acts like. And so hopefully we can expect it again one day. You gonna have a baby?
And we also know if we see one that's tiny, because we had no clue that was like abnormal. Now we know, even though we called the vet and he said, hey, wait till this amount of time, now we know to kind of kick it in high gear, because I'm not really sure even he realized.
Well, just so small, so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be it. If you guys didn't get a chance, there are lots and lots of YouTube channels. Eddie Family Farm, Stoked Living, Keeping It Dutch, Moorhead Homestead. Am I missing anybody?
Don't think so.
So obviously
Ranger's Life.
us. Yeah, and you know, multiple channels with some of those people. But they were all there. So if you guys will go down to the link in our description, you can check out any of those channels. They're all good friends of ours.
We love them all.
Yeah.
But we really, really, really want you to go tell Derek at Stoked Living thank you, because none of us would have got to do that had he not opened up his property to us. So that was very generous of him, very kind. Go check out everybody, but make sure you for sure go tell Derek thank you, because Ransom And Ranger and Gary and I got to create some amazing memories as well as our friends that were there. But also, if you saw, a hunter got a nice buck over at Moorhead Homestead, and there were no stipulations of, hey, just get the little ones or the ugly ones. And some people, I mean, if you go to their property and they've been working hard, might say, hey, don't take those big ones, those are mine. But Derek was like, go do your thing, boys. So
he
and girls, Hope was there.
Yeah, and Derek loves it. He loves to see the kids. Derek is really a people person, and he works with the kids at church sometimes, so he loves seeing the kids learn and just grow. So
when it was time to take care of Philip's buck, he said, get in the side-by-side, kids, we're gonna go have a science lesson. And he wanted to make sure they all saw and knew and what to do, because if you do this as a sport, you just let it lie and make somebody else take care of it. If you do this as feed your family and really wanting to learn and all that, you go the extra mile to know the ins and outs. And I appreciate that Derek was willing to take the time to let the kids learn, because that makes your job about 10 times longer when kids are involved.
Yeah, lots of questions, lots of answers. So thank you guys, though, for following along with our family. We hope that you enjoyed seeing the youth hunt as much as we enjoyed going on it. We hope you have a great day, and God bless.
We love you guys.